Welcome to Bitcoin Cash. Late night show. Just got on here, guys. I'm literally still working. See if anybody joins. I'll give people a few minutes. I know I'm late. Probably get the Australia crew coming up tonight. Absolutely, brother. Bro. Guys, I am literally live on Bitcoin Cash. Feel free to come through. Chadwick Bailey is live on Bitcoin Cash live show. Come on down if you got time. I'm live, you're live, we're all live on Bitcoin Cash. See if anybody will pull up today. Might just be me. I had to do it. I had to come on here. Even though it's late and I'm just able to. I had to come on and do the show, guys. It is late. It's later than normal, but feeling good about work, so now it's relax time with Bitcoin Cash and to feel even better. All right, guys. Welcome to the show. If you're there, I think it's just me in the chat. It just says one person, but throw it in the chat if you're here, guys. I'm just getting on here a little later tonight. It's good to be here. Still trying to keep the chat going. I'm just seeing if anybody joins. So feel free to say hi. Welcome to Bitcoin Cash live show. Come on down, join the show, guys. It's free, it's live, it's fun. It's anything you could want on an evening like tonight. Come on down. Welcome to live Bitcoin Cash, guys. I am solo, I am alone, and I am live on Bitcoin Cash. I guess I could send myself some money up in the QR code. Guys, if you're just tuning in, you're catching this on a rerun, I am coming on later, so not to worry. I'm here, I'm alive and well, and I hope you are the same. Just been set up over here. Definitely late, guys, so probably head out of here pretty quick too if nobody shows up. Say it's better late than never. So it's late here. It's already after midnight. That's late for me too because I didn't go to bed till 5 last night. So I know that's a healthy work schedule, but it's what has to be done. Has to be done. That's where I'm at right now. So, guys, if you're in the chat, say hello. I'm used to talking to myself all night, but it would be nice to know if anybody's in the chat. Maybe I'll put it down. It's super bright. So, yeah, guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash, $339.15 US. Arbitrary number. It only matters if you want it to matter. It matters, guys, for now, but this could change very quickly. Speculations welcome. Anybody want to come speculate? Come on down to the chat. Anybody want to talk crypto? Come on down to the chat. Maybe if you're catching this on a rerun, maybe this is pretty much the entire video is me trying to convince you to come down to the live chat. We got a bunch of great people that come through the chat. A lot of good commentary to discuss back and forth and just get different people's perceptions and different people's ideas of what crypto could be or where it's going. Definitely excites me to come down here at the live chat. Guys, it's super late, so maybe nobody will show up. Maybe I can just take off and just say I came. Nobody else came, even though I came way late. So, guys, I'm live on Bitcoin Cash. Good to be here. Happy to be here. Happy to be part of crypto. Keep the chat open for a little bit and see if anybody comes through. Yeah. Saw cryptos take off a little bit in the evening time. Had a little bit of a recovery. Ripple kind of led the way on that little recovery. I wouldn't call it a rally, but it's just moving, guys. This is just the volatility. Metal, #1 drop. I was talking about Metal last night, guys. Metal is a payment card system for crypto, so they're all about the payment system. They've been around for a while. You got an incoming deposit of €10. So they build out wallet services and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Check them out. They're live too. I don't know who's in control of this company, and I don't really care. Check them out if you want to. I'm not. Don't really see the point in exploring altcoins like that. Had my run with them. It was fun. Lost a lot. So yeah, I mean, price-wise, not a lot, guys. I mean, it's kind of quiet. AI work is going to lead the rally with 46% gain. I have no idea what this coin is. It's trading only on BitHum from what WorldCoinetics is saying. Basically a death sentence coin, but this is also the coin that could go, 1,000% up, and it looks like it already has. So, yeah, doesn't surprise me. Those are the coins that go up thousands of percents. Ripple actually doing pretty good today. Neo kind of recovered to $21, which is good. I'm actually going to metal detecting England. Hey, man. introduce yourself, please. I've never seen you in the chat, so yeah, good to be here. I don't know if you've seen my chat before. It's basically a live, uncensored chat. Anybody can come in. I'm glad you're here, and usually the people in the chat are pretty glad everybody's here too, so thanks for coming in. Pretty much a quiet night, so it's literally just me here. So if you've watched my shows before, the live Bitcoin Cash show, because that's what it is, you know how it is. So glad to have new people in the I'm assuming you're from England. I'm just gonna assume that, unless that's your last name. Metal Detecting England. It's a cool name. I'm new to crypto. Oh, you're new to crypto? Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. How new are you to crypto? If you don't mind me asking. And what's your name? Just go ahead and introduce yourself. That way, if you come back to the chat and other people are in the chat, I definitely can introduce everybody to you. It's a pretty cool chat. So yeah, you might not know what I'm talking about. So this is just, I don't know how new you are, so I'll just kind of onboard you to crypto. I don't know if you watched my chats before. This is basically a Bitcoin Cash live show. So basically a live podcast that I do that's on here. I try to do it every night. It's usually between, usually we're coming off on this time. This is about the time it ends. But basically, we want to invite anybody down who's new to crypto. And it's not any kind of bait and switch here. Like, you're not going to get information that I wouldn't take on myself, or an experience that I haven't personally experienced. So I'm not going to give you a third degree or a third person analysis of a crypto coin or token or any kind of blockchain related anything, basically. This is a live podcast, so I'm just kind of going off to, it's scary, I've been invested in one Ethereum coin. I'm Simon. Hey Simon, just curious, are you from England? Just because I'm a geographical person, so I like to know who it is and where that person is. So if you're in England, Simon, you have one Ethereum coin. Yeah, I mean, you're just exploring crypto, obviously, from just the fact that you have one coin. It's Ethereum. It's there's thousands of different coins. I don't know how many coins there are right now in circulation of what kind of coin, but yeah, Simon, I'm gonna start you out here, man. This will probably take. Do you have it's probably going to take about 30 minutes to really kind of go through everything. Are you going to stick around when I get going, or do you just want me to just continue on with what I would normally do in a show, and that's just go through stuff that's current? I could give you a really good we call it onboarding to crypto, if you want. Takes about, I would tell you to tell everything, it'd probably take a good 20 or 30 minutes. I could probably knock it out in 20 minutes, but you'd have to stick around and really focus, and it's going to be a lot. You're going to be like, oh, fuck. And I don't know what time it is in England, but I could check. It's 8:08 a.m. So, I mean, yeah, it'd be a great time to do it if you're in the morning time, unless you haven't gone to sleep yet. All right, you're saying continue metal detecting in England. I also bought 3 Litecoins and 2 Bitcoin Cash. Yes, I live in England. Oh, okay. All right, Simon. Appreciate you introducing yourself when you come down to the chat. I'll let everybody know, where you're at and who you are and where you're from and all that cool stuff. So it's good to know that about you. Thank you for coming to the chat. This isn't one of those goofy chats where it's like, everybody saying, hey, buy this, buy that, buy that, buy this, buy that. So it seems like from the pick of the coins that you bought coins that were, so you bought Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and you said you had some Ethereum. So you bought all proof of work coins. So I don't know how new you are, man. So I don't know if, yeah, man, hit the subscribe button if you want. I mean, I'm not asking you to. If you get tired of the channel, you can always delete me and come back. But yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of go through it. I don't know if you know proof of work, proof of stake, so I'll just assume you don't. But I'm not gonna go highly in depth about it, where you have to like really think too hard, because it's late over here, and I'm not trying to confuse anybody. So basically, the coins you bought, with the exception of Ethereum, which is moving into a proof of stake coin. Imagine a proof of stake is just like an initial public offering on a stock, except for it's an ICO, and it doesn't have to be an ICO. Sometimes it could just be stakeholders that have the coins, and then they bring them to exchanges, and then the exchange provides the liquidity of those coins. But they cost a lot of money to put them on exchanges. So that was confusing already. So basically, you got proof of work, which is a algorithm. Bitcoin Cash runs a algorithm, the ₚ algorithm, 256 algorithm. BTC Core runs the same one. Bitcoin SV runs a ₚ 256 algorithm. It's a certain algorithm, so if you don't know what an algorithm is, go back and look. Just Google what an algorithm mathematically means, both in computer science, math, and you'll get an idea of what an algorithm is. But basically, Litecoin has a script algorithm, so there's different algorithms. But my point is, in Ethereum is a little different. But so basically, you have an asset that requires work. So I don't know how new you are, but you'll have to learn about that stuff on your own. You're gonna have to learn about learn about mining, crypto mining, and really what it means. It's basically putting a digital signature onto with a set of private keys that you can access that money, and then putting it into a block, which the miners are going to validate that transaction and send it around the network to validate it, kind of just seamlessly. It'll just go through the network and be validated by all the miners. But it looks like Bitcoin Jason is just joined the chat. So yeah, I'm just talking to this gentleman Simon. He's from England, so I'm just telling him about crypto. So basically, you got proof of work, which is those algorithms. Like I told you, there's different ones. There's other coins, Peer Coin that runs, I think, ₚ256, Namecoin. There's other coins that run the ₚ256 algorithm. That is BTC Core, which originally there was Bitcoin. So you have BTC Core, ticker BTC Core, Bitcoin. You have Bitcoin Cash, BCH ticker, Bitcoin Cash. So these are these two coins. They run the same algorithm, but there's different things about each coin. So what I recommend do is I'm going to send you to a website right here. And I want you to actually go to Google to find the website, because I think it tries to, like, if you just go to the website, it'll literally, it will, like, make you, like, pay or something like that, or maybe it'll try to get you to subscribe. So just go to Google, type 99 Bitcoins, historical graph. All right, so it'll take you here. It's just 99 Bitcoins. 99bitcoins.com/bitcoin/historical-price. So I should probably put that in my YouTube thing. Maybe I will at some point. But basically, this website right here will give you every little thing that's happened. Well, not every little thing, but it'll give you a basically overview of. You don't have to read all of it, because you're not going to really want to. You'll just kind of see a lot of stuff that happened. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, you could read for a while. I don't think I've actually read every single thing. I mean, it's not a crazy amount, but it gets to a point where it's like, okay, so what? But there's some cool stuff in here. So basically, you have BTC Core, which was the first crypto ever made, but technically it's not the first crypto. There were other cryptos like eCash, the original eCash, not the one that is the now eCash. So there was eCash, and then there was like Liberty, not Liberty dollars, but there's been other cryptocurrencies. Like Bitcoin wasn't the first crypto. There's been other cryptos that were made, but they aren't around anymore. So in the beginning, you had like Bitcoin, you had a few other cryptos, you had Ant Shares, you had, which is now a project called Neo. They basically just took the holdings that were over in Ant Shares and put them into Neo, which is another cryptocurrency. It's kind of like Ethereum, sort of, with different governance and stuff like that. But in the way that the transaction worked, you can only send like a single one. But you can learn about that stuff. Don't rate 99 coins. Yeah, so most of the coins are garbage, Simon. So you got most of the coins are going to be just garbage. But I recommend going to this website, 99 Bitcoins, if you want to learn about crypto. This was like the whole first 10 years of crypto, I would say. Right here that you could just read over and just see, like, if you want to just go and look at jumps and stuff like that, the big drops and the big raises, you can literally come up here and it'll say the event. So you literally can check out every event with Bitcoin. So right here, this event right here was Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is basically, you can, like I said, you can read about it. It was basically just a fork of Bitcoin, which you can read about that too. I just don't want to get into every single little technical aspect of crypto because I'll literally be here all night. I bought mine through PayPal. Yeah, so yeah, I'll talk to you about buying it through PayPal and how you need to view that investment, if you consider it an investment or if you consider it just one of your assets in a given place that may or may not have your control. I'll get to that, but so yeah, you got this website. So you got a couple different versions of Bitcoin, which was the original ₚ256 algorithm crypto that's mainstream now. I don't know if it was the actual first. Again, this whole crypto space is still really new and growing, even though it's, you know, over a decade old. It's still very, very new. So a lot of the older you go back in Bitcoin, the less validated and the more trouble you're going to find learning about it the more you go back. But the network itself, the actual Bitcoin network, is, you know, the data is right in front of you. It's literally on a public ledger. It literally gets validated by miners and people running full nodes. Like, look at what a full node does, and like look into what full nodes do for a network, and start examining crypto on things like, do they have mining? Are they proof of work? Are they proof of stake? Do they run full nodes? Does anybody run full nodes on the network to validate what the miners are mining is valid, and it's not just some private thing that's pumping up a price of a coin? That's you got to read about this kind of stuff. But I would say that the coins you bought were good. Keep in mind, you know, it's really volatile. You have to be able to deal with price swings that most people can't deal with. Yeah, I play with my daughter. Yeah, so yeah, just talk away in the chat. I'm just going to talk about keep trying to onboard Simon with crypto. So yeah, you have proof of work, different versions of Bitcoin. You have BTC Core, which a great way to look for prices is just go to Coin Market Cap, or my personal favorite, World Coin Index. Right here you have a list of coins. They're obviously based on market cap. You can have the 24-hour volume. You can look at different things about a coin. This website in particular isn't as accurate on volume because it doesn't list all the places that the coin's listed. But for like other stuff, it's really convenient. Just convenient, very clean, very you know, just very nicely set up. So I like this website. again, the market caps will be a little skewed because the volumes aren't accounted for, but for the most part, you can just come up here and see which coins are going up by hitting this button right here. And then you can literally see the coins that are moving. Like these coins right here are coins that have been around for a minute. Ripple, Stellar Lumens, Axie Infinity, it's newer, but Neo, OMG. This was one of the original projects, Ant Shares. A-N-T, like the insect, ant shares. So this might be a project you might want to look into. Just maybe think about looking into it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so you have this huge crypto space that's been growing over the last decade. And it just keeps growing in size, bigger than any asset class. So what do you think about it? You want to learn about it. So you came to the right spot. It's not an overnight thing. You're not going to learn everything in one night, but basically you have like proof of work coins, proof of stake coins, and not all the proof of stake coins are bad. They're not necessarily bad. There's big projects. Tezos, which was the largest ICO, initial coin offering, like I said, is like raising money for a stock, like when they do an IPO for the general public to buy shares or take on the debt. You can not just buy shares, you can buy, bonds, all sorts of different things in companies. So that's basically what those two type of paradigm differences are in two different coins. And I say that very loosely because there's tons of different proof of work coins. It's not just, SHA-256, like I said. Litecoin uses script. There's other algorithms that are like ₚ🡪🡪. There's different ones that use different things, and a lot of the proof of work coins do different things. Like Monero is mineable. So learn about like mining and stuff like that on your own. You can just always, it's kind of like wine. Like if you're learning about wine, like when you learn about technical stuff, there's never an end to how much technical stuff you can learn about crypto. Because if you're not literally the ones building out the blockchain infrastructure, there's always an everlasting need for growth mentally for technical aspects of crypto, unless you're the ones building it out. And there's different levels of it. Like people that are in computer science, they learn how to build stuff out. People like me, they're not ever going to go into that kind of field, so we just learn it conceptually. But it's still it's an every day you learn something new about crypto or life in general that might impact the way you think about crypto. So it's more of a you don't want to think of crypto as an investment, really, because everything you do in life should be an investment. So when you invest in crypto, you're investing in you're taking anybody out of the control of what you want to do, or anything out of the control of the situation, and you create the control. You're in control of what you're doing with your money, with your business, with your personal affairs. You allocate certain risk, not only to crypto, but to other things in your life that might affect your crypto. And you don't have to feel bad about spending crypto either. Like right now, I have to spend crypto, so you shouldn't feel bad about spending it. But you also got to realize, like, crypto doesn't grow on trees. Money doesn't grow on trees. That phrase is still true in crypto. Now, technically, crypto, it's kind of funny how that works, because if you start thinking about Merkle trees and the way full nodes work and like things like that, it doesn't grow on trees, but it kind of does. It kind of makes like a structure that would resemble a tree. But literally crypto is more of a, nobody's giving out major amounts of crypto, so you have to really, consider it like money. the price of it goes up and down. It doesn't always go up. It doesn't always go down. There are big spikes in it, and there are big money shifts into it. And a lot of these projects that have came around really quick have achieved really big market caps. Terra, Solana. There's a lot of them. SHIB. So these are a lot of market caps on these newer coins, these newer, I call them business endeavors. Basically, even though crypto is not a business, at first it kind of is, because even the people that made Bitcoin, BTC, it wasn't a business to them, the idea of it, but it was kind of a business to start it. They were delegating certain tasks. They were, investing certain depreciating assets like mining equipment and stuff like that. So in a sense, they were building what would, in a business model frame, state of mind, a business. So I'm not saying crypto is a business. I'm just saying some of these newer coins kind of come off as they have to be a business to kind of start. You got, just to get on some of these exchanges, it's like $200,000-$300,000, and that was 5-6 years. That was like 5 years ago. Ethereum's probably going to be a good long-term investment, and the only problem with Ethereum that could potentially run a risk, and I think this could. I don't think there's a huge risk for it, because it seems like if there was this risk, it would already. Hey Simon, it looks like you got 2 accounts. So I don't know if this is your. So, what was I talking about? So you run the risk of that. Guys, if you're live, I'm live on cryptocurrency, live on Bitcoin Cash here, guys, and I'm live. But so a lot of these run as a business, kind of to start. But there's a lot of coins that are just a thing called ERC20 token, which really, it's a contract written out for. You just don't need to invest a lot of your money in ERC20 tokens at the moment, I don't think, because there's too many ongoing projects that nothing's happening on them. They're basically like zombie companies. You get to consider them a zombie company in the stock market. They're literally losing money. So basically, buy projects you really know about. Oh yeah, what was I saying about Ethereum? That's what it was. The only risk that Ethereum poses, I think, to investors is it technically could be viewed as a stock. It technically could be viewed as a stock, and I think most proof of stake coins could be as well. You're issuing a certain amount, a fixed number of, you're calling them tokens, but they're actually shares. And but I think at the same time, that risk isn't there, because they're already allowing, the SEC is already allowing streamlined derivatives products that are not built on top of crypto. They are built outside of crypto. Their money is invested in crypto, but the actual structure of their business is outside of crypto. And I mean Grayscale, the exchanges, and they're different too. Those two things are different. You run a risk with any cryptocurrency, and I want to say that the only risk that I find in Ethereum would be it's kind of like it's pretty much a stock if it goes to well, I mean, it was a stock already because they raised money, so it seems like it seems like a stock. And I own a lot of Ethereum Classic, which is the original Ethereum, but it seems like it's kind of a stock because you raise money to issue tokens. It just seems like a stock. I mean, I don't know how that's not a stock, but like I said, the in the U.S. at least, they're already allowing derivatives products built on top of ETH. So Ethereum and Ethereum Classic both have derivatives products built on them. But with Ethereum ETH is the one that I'm assuming you own, which is it's actually the fork of Ethereum Classic. So Ethereum Classic is actually the first one, and then the fork is Ethereum, which people now are calling Ethereum ETH, which is their the token for the Ethereum network. So yeah, go back and read about the DAO hack. But yeah, back to your risk assessment of ETH, I'll call it. I don't think you pose a risk. Well, you're in England, so maybe there's different regulatory there. In America, they're already building, like I said, derivative products out on top of out of the crypto space on top of ETH. It sounds weird to say it on top of ETH because it makes it sound like they're building like futures markets and exchanges on top of Ethereum, which they can do, which you can do with Ethereum. You can literally build entire exchanges on top of Ethereum. But what I'm trying to say is there's over-the-counter markets, which is the publicly, it's just a public stock market or a stock market for the public. Over-the-counter meaning they have like penny stocks, very, very low value stocks, small market cap stocks. It's like way smaller than the NASDAQ, like not even a fraction of the size to the larger exchanges in America. But nonetheless, there's a few companies that are on that have Ethereum, and there's also other companies that have holdings in Ethereum, I think, as well on the NASDAQ and other exchanges in the United States. So I don't think that there runs a risk of Ethereum apparently being a stock here, which would jeopardize its credibility. So I don't know about Europe, though. I mean, I'm saying there could be somewhat of a risk, I feel, for Ethereum in a regulatory environment it's a stock. How is it not a stock? They raised money, they raised capital, and then issued shares. How is that not a stock? Again, I own the original Ethereum Classic, so I'm not betting that the direction of that will happen. I'm just saying the risk there, that is the only risk. I don't see Bitcoin Cash, or I think you said Litecoin. Those run really no risk in terms of there being no value, or growing value, because of the way the whole mining and finite supply and the different tokenomics about how the coin progresses over time. So I would say those coins like Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Monero, Dash, Zcash, Digibyte, or not Digibyte, I think Digibyte, Digibyte, Feathercoin, any kind of coin that's mineable. And there's other coins that are mineable, Peercoin, Namecoin, there's different ones. But those coins, I think, are inevitably, not going to be affected by anything. Like, you can't really say, oh, that's a stock, or that's how is that a stock? And there's no way to really shut those down as long as the networks as a whole around the globe don't shut down. But yeah, you could shut crypto down if everybody, you could shut crypto down. So the people that think crypto can't be shut down, they're just not, they might not think it'll shut down, but I guarantee if the government entity wanted to shut crypto down, it could be shut down. I mean, there's no doubt about it, but I don't think that that's going to happen either. So it's back to risk. It's basically the topic here. It's not whether or not I think, or he thinks, or you think, or she thinks, or anybody thinks anything. It basically, yeah, you're welcome. It's basically whatever you think in your risk assessment. Crypto is already extremely risky. There's no guarantee with crypto. It's not like buying a treasury bond for the US government, or I don't know what you guys do over there in England. I'm sure it's the same thing. You buy a treasury note or a bond, and it's low risk. You're gonna get that face value, and you're gonna get interest on it. But with crypto, there's no, at the end of the day, if you're buying a bond or a treasury note, you're trusting the US government on your return. And I just don't know people that are going back and going, "Woo! I got my treasury bond cashed. I'm living a great life now." I just don't see that. So for me, you hear about all these crazy crypto stories about people becoming millionaires. Most of those are bullshit anyways. They're not really. I mean, you hear about like the ℚ millionaire and stuff. It's like, dude, I don't believe just because something's on the news does not mean I just run to the news and go, okay, I believe that. That accounts for anything on the news. Like, wake up and see your reality. If your reality is taking place, and what's taking place in your reality, that's what's happening for you. So you got to take your risk assessment with crypto like anything. There's a calculated risk that you can assume, or you can assume the reality, which is there's risk. Crypto could implode due to regulatory, but being part of cryptocurrency is fighting that and resisting that strong arm to society structures that basically enable people to just have a chance. Not everybody has the same chance as the next person. Everybody should be given the chance. If they fuck up their chance, or they can't get it together. But there's some people that don't even have a fair starting point. Like, it's literally not even a fair starting point at all. Like, there's nothing about it fair. So you have to at least have that level playing ground where you have a fair starting point. You can't, people aren't going to all be better because of crypto. It's not going to make, it might make the world better. That statement, I think crypto does make the world better, but we don't know that because we haven't really seen a world where it's just mainstream crypto adoption. I mean, it's being adopted everywhere around the world right now, but it's not like, we have the government, or crypto has the government under control. It's still kind of the other way around. So until that changes, expect people to be kind of confused about it. But basically, it's your commitment that you're trying to make with the world. If you see the world as some fair place, or you see the world as reality where, it's just all about, how can I get where I need to go by shitting on the next person? Not everybody thinks like that. I'm not saying like everybody has this pessimistic, negative thought about life or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, involuntarily, me sitting in this chair right now, making this crypto video and being detached from real society, like, I'm probably doing harm to somebody in the world just by sitting here and, doing this video. Like, on some level, there's probably, like, down the list of things that it takes for me to be able to do this, like somebody has to be fucked over. But if you have crypto, it takes that. Not everybody's getting fucked over because it actually makes a free market to compete for a price. So the prices actually discover themselves based on the actual foundation of price exploration. That because right now price exploration is only found basically by regulatory. I mean, you have different regulatory sectors throughout the government that trickle down into regulatory stuff, basically that writes our day for us. I mean, I'm not saying we're like robots, but in a sense, it puts people in positions where they have to get in certain routines where they don't have the freedom to like think or like have a second to think and like think about maybe something they would actually want to do or anything like that. So you have to have like a basic, there has to be a basic, basically, it's not a basic, like everybody gets a good like quality of life. It's not like, oh, everybody just gets this basic quality of life, everybody just get it, everybody just gets it. Like, no, the world still has to be extremely competitive, and it has to be competitive in crypto too, but it gives everybody that like starting chance, because there's a lot of people in the world that would maybe be doing something a lot better if they had just been given that little chance that like I had, or you know, somebody on the other side of the computer watching this channel had. But you know, instead they're, you know, standing down in Africa above sewage water, you know, trying to figure out how they're going to eat. And you know, that's just one example. There's plenty of countries that have way worse things. There's people here in America that are literally in the same position as people over there. So, you know, America's no different. This isn't land. Things aren't great over here. I could drive 10 minutes and see homeless camps and people living in tents and all sorts of shit. So that kind of stuff doesn't change. But like, if everybody was giving us like a foundation starting point, like maybe instead of having 10 or 20 people, or maybe instead of having like 20 people sleeping in tents on the side of the road, maybe you only have like 4 or 5. And there's, you know, different stuff, but there's no incentive because we never know what those people could have done if they just had been given the initial chance. And people are going to fuck it up. There's still going to be people that are going to just inevitably fuck it up. But I'm saying there are good people that can't even get out of the rut they're in. They literally cannot even get out. They don't even know how. So there's different like strategies I think that crypto could solve for that. Yeah, thanks for the music, man. It's very new to be without risk there. No reward, I guess, yeah. Well, yeah, it's pretty much crypto, man. I know that was like probably not the best explanation, but it's kind of late over here, so I did the best I could. Take a break, guys. If you're live, we're live on Bitcoin Cash. Feel free to ask Bitcoin Jason. I don't know. I see you guys have been talking for a while. Ask him anything too. He's been in crypto for a minute. So, and I'm in America. A minute means like he's been in crypto for a pretty long time. So feel free to ask him anything in the chat. And if there's anybody else, usually they can help you too. I'm gonna take a quick little break, and I will be back on Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, I mean. That's kind of like, yeah, you say it's awesome. So crypto, to me, that's pretty much, you know, how I see it. So, I mean, I wouldn't tell you to do anything I wouldn't tell myself to do. You know, whatever you do with it and whatever you think about it, that's on you. You know, I can't tell you what to do with it. And people can't tell me what to do with what they say and do right. Because, I mean, a lot of the stuff that I say, might not be true. I mean, it might just be my own ignorance to not delve in to find the truth. But to me, that's what crypto kind of is. It's kind of this growing space. Hang in there, boss. you're probably gambling with Bitcoin Cash. They used to have a lot of casinos with BTC Core. I don't know what they use now for those. I don't know if they're using Bitcoin Cash or what. My brother used to play them all the time. Guys, we're live on Bitcoin Cash. If you're catching us on the rerun. We onboarded Simon tonight. I don't know if I did the best job onboarding him, but looks like Jason's been talking to him too, so hopefully Bitcoin Jason got some stuff through to him. Take care, say we'll definitely come back one of your streams, but I need to go now. Yeah, take care, man. Take care. We'll be here. We'll keep the shop open for you, so tell your friends to come down. Guys, if you're live, I'm live on Bitcoin Cash. Enjoy the break. Guys, if you're live, I'm live on Bitcoin Cash. Live in the cryptocurrency space. Uncensored chat. Feel free to come down to the chat anytime you like. We just onboarded Simon from England on crypto tonight. So feel free to come by. We are live here, guys. Anything goes. It's the Wild West of crypto, Bitcoin Cash, live. I'm gonna take off here, guys. It's almost 1 a.m. my time, so if you're anywhere in the world right now and you want to support crypto, buy crypto, come down to this chat, talk about crypto, and just be part of crypto. The best part, just be part of it. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, cryptocurrency will go on. With or without anybody to say otherwise. Catch you guys tomorrow. She's gone. Bitcoin Jason says BCH for everyone. He's indeed correct. Guys, Bitcoin Cash for everyone.